Welcome! This is my video on Dilophosaurus. Fun and pure chaos. The thing about Dilophosaurus is that it's easy and fast to grow. Well, if you master its stage 5 mastery of course, and with some bonus growth boosts. Here I was stocking up a full pack of Saurophaganax, hunting this poor adult Apato. But of course, I have to instill some
chaos
as they hunt. Of course, I picked off the babies, or the ones that strayed too far away from the adults rather, like this one. They might not care about it, or it's just a random member of the pack. Or maybe this lone adult Saurophaganax, unguarded by its packmates, resting from the fight. Yeah, he was low enough for me to kill. I think that alerted its packmates because this one is already guarding the other one sleeping. But that won't stop me. And yes, I spent all of dawn up until morning just trolling and taking a nibbles and bites off these Sauros. Of course I was too fast for them, so I have that as my advantage. These rocks have stupid hitboxes, but luckily I got out in time before that Sauro reached me. I got stuck. Sheesh. But of course, being a low to mid tier dino, I am very soft, easy to kill. Luckily, I survived here, even from those nasty shots from the Sauro. Of course, as a Dilophosaurus, I am a baby / juvenile dino killer. Of course I killed this baby. Sometimes I don't know why its packmates just left it there. But it's a baby. It didn't lose too much progress anyway. As I tried to pick up a chunk or grab its body, I tend to slowly break my back, which is a common bug here at prior Extinction, which is easily fixed by just safe logging out of the game. Of course, I followed the pack of Sauros. I found one slowly leaving out of the safety of its pack. I tried to target and follow it, but then it got stuck on the hole just right above the Morganite cave. Of course I took advantage of it. I tried to take in some good few hits, but it doesn't seem to allow me. Instead, I was the one taking hits. I guess it wasn't his time yet. Here I stalked a small family of Torvos, one subadult and one teen. Maybe if I could pick up the teen, I can have a good amount of food for a while. As I healed up and came back later, it seemed that they made a Yang friend. Which I assume, of course, is just protecting them as well. Look at him, living in peace and harmony. I love how this baby or this teen Torvo was so confident on taking me on, but then just backs away later. There's always at least one pack of Saurops roaming these lands. Of course, a pack found us here, who then started chasing that subadult Torvo. Of course, they can't catch it. Hello, little Guan.
So you have chosen death.
Okay, back to the task at hand. Obviously, those Saurops cannot chase down that subadult Torvo, so I had the opportunity to take it down myself. Obviously, this isn't an easy task, since Torvosaurus is still an apex predator of the Jurassic. I just need to keep my distance and hopefully pray to the internet gods that my ping and my FPS doesn't suddenly drop during the battle. My attack didn't land, but his did. Thank you, Ping. I tried to play some mind games with it, trying to land juke attacks, trying to make it roar baiting it as I mean, some may work, but some doesn't always end up good. He was probably trying to sit out the bleed, but it was too late. GG, Sub-Torvo. Now with the packmate, I am more comfortable going to the hotspot of the map. And of course, we found a Cerato. And just like that, I lost my very good vision for the night. But hopefully I'm still landing some good hits on it, and also my packmate as well. As long as I don't get a body fracture, I'm fine. Well, that's the end of the line for me, boys. Well, as I grew back, I stalked a pair of Saurops. Of course I would target the child. I totally forgot about the new border and I got stuck on it, which leads me to dying.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Since being a solo Dilophosaurus isn't as fun or effective, I decided to join this melanistic Dilo pack. I also happened to catch this poor baby Unano as our little snack. And of course, at the hotspot, we spotted a small Torvo family, which its babies will be our targets next. As a tactic to target the babies, we tried our best to avoid the adult Torvosaurus. But then later on, they catched up on what's going on, and they stayed under their mother.
And wow.
That's a lot of damage. And this here, we decided to switch healing while hunting those baby Torvos. One would sleep, and while the others will go ahead and keep pestering the pack. Sometimes we land good hits, sometimes we land bad hits. But that's a good thing in being in a pack, since all of you can coordinate. Well, if some of your members decide to, rather. We kept to our strategy until we took down the two children, and the mama was not happy. It kept chasing me all the way until it logged. Well, GG's little Torvo family. Here was like a little funny instant of prior Extinction paranormal. Because my packmates thought that they saw young Tyrannosaurus in that spot where they are biting right now. But as you currently see on my screen, there's nothing there. So we discussed about them being crazy, but I guess it was just their screens being buggy.
Or a case of prior Extinction paranormal activity.
But what is real though is that Torvosaurus right there. In the perfect timing, cleaning itself. But also getting stuck on this wood. I barely survived that exchange. But what's worse is that someone was watching us. There's a little Kentrosaurus behind us, and I was too slow to type that there was one coming for me. And I was so low in health, it easily got me. But in return, my packmates got him. They handed me my revenge. Our next target was a full-grown Unanosaurus. Being still a teen here, I didn't stood a chance long in battle. The Unanosaurus took both of us, but one of our adults survived. In turn, we fed off it to regrow. But not long after growing back to adult, I spotted this Sora. Maybe it wanted some action. But maybe after seeing so many of us, it got overwhelmed. And it heads straight to the lake, to the deepest part, where we cannot go. I don't know why it was so scared of us though. But no matter. A Torvo here is gonna be our next target. It was quite a boring but tedious battle. One of our teammates found it lying on the ground, and we decided to take a good few hits in. We used the same strategy and eventually got it killed. Most of the footage was just me sleeping and healing off. So here's the clip where me and my friends celebrate the kill. But not long into the night, it seems this Saurophagonax sniffed up our kill. And now it's acting like it's its kill. Just roaring throughout the night. That one claw hit nearly one-shotted me, even with the bleed. So, I'm so glad I was fast enough to get out of there. You see, it was roaring throughout the night. But, not long after, I got my packmates to now commit to our target. Time to bring it down. But right after this, they got him. But not long after from our victory, we may never know, but this little male Saurof is now attacking us. It may be the same player or not, but it's just kind of suspicious. that it came and attacked to the same spot where we were at. And of course, it didn't stand a chance. A pair of Torvosaurus is now nearby our territory, and we decided to mess with them. I thought that they would take us lightly, but it seems this female Torvosaurus wanted to take us seriously. Now of course, we're taking her seriously. Miraculously, with teamwork, we drove it off away. But it came back with its other member. But we didn't give up. We continued to target the female one, while the other one protects it. It seems like an elder as well. While doing the same strategy of switching off partners and healing, we kept it bleeding and at a state of rest where we can give and take some hits. And with the Torvosaurus journal activity time, they can't see much far from their point. So we continued this tactic. My teammate got the final hit. And to be honest, this female Torvosaurus deserved it, since it was too stubborn and decided to underestimate the power of a fully coordinated pack of Dilophosaurus. Yes, we lost, and we also won. Dilophosaurus may not be as strong, but it is fun to play. Until next time.